Afrofish OG. My mic muted on its own. So well,
and it muted you again.
all right, there we go. I think we good. That's fucking weird. Okay, so that's a great way to start it off. So once again, we are. I don't even want to say my intro anymore. I was like, I took all the wins on my sails. Like, fuck it. It's March 30th, everyone. I hope you're all doing well tonight. Today, I got a special guest all the way over from the content creation side of things, an avid gamer and fucking great ass fucking videos. I'll tell you what, like, if you get a chance to go watch them, go watch them. Chris Geo.
Heck yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up?
How's it going, man? How's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing hopefully better. No, fuck away from my mic. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But you know what? Good and bad aside, technology is technology. It's gonna do what it wants to do. So, but for everybody else who might not know who you are, what you all about, the floor is yours.
Well, I am Chris Geo. Sometimes on the internet, I'm either Chris Geo or Chris Geo Games. I started making videos about video games like a little bit last year. I do like right now all I do is shorts, so like between 1 and 3 minute length, one to 3 minutes in length. And I usually talk about video game news. I'll do reviews sometimes. Usually just talking about what's going on in games.
No, that's fair. I mean, that's honestly, like, I think like we can never get enough too many gaming content creators. I'm not gonna lie, we never.
Which is funny because that's like that went through my head when I started doing content because like I'm an overthinker, so I think about everything way too much. So I was like, who wants to hear from another white dude about video games? Like, there's so many of us. Like, who gives a shit about what I think? And then I'm like, well, if I care. I give a shit about stuff. Like, I really like video games. Like, I have a passion for it. I'm not like doing it for money. Definitely not doing it for money. And I feel like I have integrity. Like, I'm not gonna like take sponsorships from things I don't like and everything like that. So like, I do feel like I have a unique voice to a certain extent, but like, you don't really need one, to be honest. Like, who has? Everything's been said already, man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. It's like sometimes I think people really do when they first start with content creation, they overthink it so much. Like, who wants to talk to me? Nobody cares what I have to think. And at the end of the day, you don't know that, and if you don't put it out there.
That's true. I mean, I always think like the content I consume, like I watch a lot of shit, and like those people wouldn't be making stuff if I wasn't watching it. And like, so I know that there's people that would watch my stuff even if it was terrible. There'd be like a couple people at least.
Right. No, exactly. And that's almost one of the biggest things is just going and doing it. If you were passionate about, like, with you, it's a lot of like gaming news, put on. And if you're passionate on doing it, going and doing it fucking 100%. And you know what? You at least when you do it 100%, you gave it all, you put it all on the table.
Yeah. It's up to the world to figure out what to do with it after that.
Yep. And that's what it all comes down to. So like my first question, you actually kind of answered my first one about how you get started. That's usually the one that I get started. And so then I'd off into a second one right off the bat. When it comes to video games, like, what do you play?
I try to play everything, honestly, but I would say it's easier to say what I don't play, which is unfortunately sports games. I'm not a sports guy, so I don't do any sports games at all, except for like random ones like Golf Story. I don't know if you've ever heard that game. It's like an RPG story game about golf. It's like barely about golf. It's fucking awesome. It's really good. Highly recommend it. Second one is not good. It was a big letdown. But that and like I would say fighting games, I don't play a lot of. I do try them because I want to like them. And like I would put Super Smash Brothers in a separate category altogether. Like that's just a given. Like of course I like that game.
Yeah, I call that in like the platform. But by the way, who do you main?
Depends on the year. I would have a couple mains, but I would say gun to my head if I had to pick one, it's Greninja.
Greninja, okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite Pokemon. Okay. I love. He plays pretty well. I like him. It's not the most competitive guy.
I can give some credit to that. I'm a Yoshi.
So, Yoshi's a solid pick.
Yeah, Yoshi.
I mean, I started with Captain Falcon.
Fuck, because why not? Like,
because like there's nothing that's more cathartic in Super Smash Brothers than his up B when he just grabs somebody, throws him, explodes him. That feels so good. Kirby was my main at one point too, because I like doing the down sword and knocking people off the map. Yeah, Link I fucked with for a little while, but he's too generic. And then Sonic, when he came out, I did Sonic for a little while because that was like I liked how fast he was. He just like confuses people with how fast he was.
No, and that's the thing. Like, I remember like Sonic is fun. He's definitely difficult.
Low damage though.
Yeah, low damage. I remember watching some of the tournaments during COVID, and it was so bullshit because the people who play Sonic knock him off, lose like a 1 life or something like that, and then just spend the rest of the match just avoiding. And I'm just sitting in the back of my head just watching. I'm like, dude, you a bitch. Fuck.
Yeah, not entertaining to watch, I don't think.
No, and I personally would absolutely hate that. Like, because I do like Captain Falcon was one in 4. It was actually in 4 until I got embarrassed by a dude playing Jigglypuff.
Ooh.
So Jigglypuff's not surprisingly not a very good matchup for Falcon, and so like a lot of Jigglypuff's hits kind of delay, so it's just like they jump and then they fly. Oh shit! It cut out again. I'm having all sorts of technical problems today. Like it is one of those days. I'm just gonna keep the one light on. Fuck it, I'm putting on 2. But I don't know why I'm having so many issues today. Today is malleable. But like, when it came to after, it was a bad humbling too, because I left that feeling pretty fucking salty. Like I left fuck this shit. So like we're going Afro and the no at night. But like but yeah, it was I left, I felt it was just and then I was like, I need to change. And this was in Smash 4 on the Wii U. So then I went to Rosalina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I switched to Rosalina and Luma because it was just like I need a character that's floaty that can like go and really, fuck them up. And I loved Rosalina and Luma. Super, super fun. But like so many players I saw would like, like they lose the Luma and then they're just dancing around everywhere. And I was like, nah, fuck this. Like, I'm not like Luma's my damage dealer, but so is Rosalina. And so I loved playing as her for a while. But once the new one came around, it wasn't the new one. It was Smash 4 that I switched to Yoshi. I started switching to Yoshi. And then Smash Ultimate's when I was like, yeah, we're going all in on Yoshi.
Damn. Which is an OG one, which is crazy to get into an OG character in the last Smash.
Oh, yeah. Him, K. Rool is super fun.
My friend, a newer friend that I have, plays King K. Rool as his main, and that's the most infuriating character I've ever like fought against in my life. Like nothing has made me want to break a controller harder than playing him.
No, and that was
I was like, all right, I guess I'm not good at this game or whatever.
He's him and Incineroar both. Incineroar's another one.
Oh, Incineroar's a great one. I love Incineroar.
It's super fun. I had a Smash tournament that I went to, and it was at an anime convention, and I won that one. And I felt so accomplished. It was about 3 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like online, and I found this one lady who was playing Super Smash, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, would you ever want to play sometime? She's like, sure. So I go and challenge her. I got my ass whooped so bad. Like, it took me 10 matches to get my 1 win. And I was just sitting there like, I felt because I was riding high off my victory. So I was like, this will be cool. And I just sat there like, oh yeah, there's that. There's always the next one. Next one up. Mm-mm. And so it was painful, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was painful. I don't know if the yellow's any better, actually. I don't like the yellow though. It's more of a gold. Like but like, it's an all gold because the all gold everything, Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, then I would say I like the genre I ended up falling in the like if I had to pick a niche to focus on, it would end up being roguelikes.
really,
Which I ended up falling into by accident, to be honest with you. Like, there's a YouTuber, his name is Mark Brown, I believe. He does Game Maker's Toolkit. I was watching one of his videos. He was like describing different mechanics in video games, and one of them was Slay the Spire. And I was like, I don't like, at the time, don't like deck builders and don't like roguelikes. So I was like, I completely missed me with this game. I would never want to play this game in my life. And then I don't know what he said that made me just like download it and try it. And it's like one of my favorite games of all time.
I've heard a lot of positive things about Slay the Spire.
Yeah, it's like it's the best roguelike and the best deck builder.
Really? So I have been playing because I started getting into roguelikes because I struggled a little bit with roguelites and roguelites.
I hate this argument anymore because a lot of people get very into this and get very heated about this. Where like the term came from. I don't know if you know the background of roguelikes.
No.
But for the Atari, there was a game called Rogue. And it was it would procedurally generate dungeons, and if you died, you just completely started over from the beginning. So that's where that mechanic came from. So then Rogue lights are supposed to be the same as Rogue, but just like lighter versions, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Rogue likes have some form of meta progression, meaning like you get stronger after each run somehow, either by upgrading weapons or your character. Like that. Hades is the best example of that. You go to that mirror and you can upgrade your like weapons and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Those are the ones I like because I think that's the thing that turned me off the most was the complete reset. Because I'm like, what am I doing? Like it's already a mental struggle as an adult to like play video games and not feel like you're wasting your time, even though it's not a waste of time. I love them. I think they're amazing. But like you can't help but feel that way. But when it's a rogue, like a true rogue where it's resetting every time, like then that's just like it's just driving that home hard as fuck.
It does. And I think with roguelikes, because like some of the ones that I've been playing, and I don't know if you like FPSs or not.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you played Dead Zone Rogue yet?
My friend just told me about this. It seems up my alley, so it's on my list.
It's super good. I was playing the absolute hell out of it. But like games like roguelikes were one that I was kind of the same way. It was last year where I really started to get into them. I bought like Prince of Persia. Wasn't Metroidvania, but it's still
the Ubisoft one.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess they're all Ubisoft technically, but damn, there's two of them that just came. There's two that came out around the same time. One's like a true roguelike. It's made by the Dead Cells developers. I'm assuming that's somewhat like a cartoonish style.
Yeah, yes. It was still Ubisoft, I believe, because they had to make sure to let you know it was an Ubisoft project.
Yeah, of course.
And so I enjoyed that one for the Metroidvania. I mean, it's not a roguelike, but it's that Metroidvania style. And those roguelikes kind of remind me of those. But like, what was the other one? With Hades, Absalom was the one.
Yeah.
That really got me into it. And I was like, dude, this shit's really fun.
Yeah, I think if you're like hesitant to get into roguelikes, like if you feel like they're not for you, I think the best idea to get into them is pick something you do like. And I guarantee you can find, I can probably give you one where there's a roguelike version of that. So like if you like beat 'em ups, which is what Absolum is, and I'm like, here, Absolum is a roguelike beat 'em up. So it's like perfect marriage. If you like poker, then you get Balatro or Balatro. Perfect mix.
Is that worth it?
Balatro is like, I would almost recommend Balatro over Slay the Spire just for pure like accessibility, because everybody knows poker.
Yeah.
Like I could see you being turned off by like the art style of Slay the Spire or like some other deck building aspects of Slay the Spire. even though it's like god tier. But Balatro is poker. It's like you know poker,
Right.
so like that's such an easy barrier of entry.
That's true. And so like I think that's what's crazy too. I always am always surprised that like a game like that was just like one developer.
Mm-hmm.
Like and just blew up like crazy. I made a video about that. Like a dude who made what was it? It was like Tangy TD, I think the game was called. And the dude made like over 250,000 off of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The guy that he posted his reaction on.
Yes, and I was so happy for him and everything, and just it's always incredible watching, especially like smaller developers.
Well, especially when it's like that guy, he put like 4 years
Mhm.
of work of like not paying himself really. So you're just like kind of working as like a hobby, and I guess after I would assume he's doing it after his day job, and then like that after the first 3 months you got 250,000, which is like it all paid off for that 4 years of work, or I didn't make any money.
Dude, I would be bawling. I would have been bawling my eyes out too if I saw the number.
I was literally just thinking about him today because I figured you'd ask a question of like, what's my favorite game?
Oh yeah.
And I would have to say it's Slay the Spire, or no, sorry, it's Stardew Valley. And that is
Stardew Valley.
That's one developer. It's Eric Barone. He did the music, he did the art, he did the programming. He technically did hire 2 contracted employees to help him like crush bugs to get it before release, like 1.0.
I don't count that.
It's not like Expedition 33 that had like a huge team technically, even though they'd say they're small because they had like so many contractors. But it was literally one dude, and he like refuses to give it up. He keeps updating it. It's like I don't know. It's like a masterclass in game development.
No, it is. If you're looking at like how, when you're seeing these rise of so many indie games, and like I think what I love most is seeing these indie developers getting the recognition they deserve. For
especially
a long time,
to me, the best is when it's like they get the recognition over AAA developers. Like nothing makes me feel better than like, not that I want AAA to like fail or be lesser, but like I love when a indie game just like completely outclasses a AAA game that has like the biggest budgets behind it imaginable, like a sickening amount.
Some of it is though. Like I mean, some of the amount of money they put in for these games, it reminds me of like when you're seeing like how much they put in for like a Marvel movie, and you're just like, damn, they put this like, what is it? Isn't it over $1 billion they put in for GTA 6?
Yeah, GTA 5. When GTA 5 came out, it was the most expensive media ever made. So like no amount of money has ever been spent on any piece of media ever besides GTA 5 at the time. So I'm assuming GTA 6 is going to just destroy that record.
Oh yeah, well, and they'll get it all back in sales and everything like that too.
Yeah, even if they delayed a whole another year and like I think they're $5 million a month is like their budget right now.
Must be nice.
Which is insane. So even if you delay that another year, they're gonna make that back.
Oh yeah, and I think the funny part was seeing all the people who are upset with like, oh, they're delaying it another year. They're gonna lose interest, and I'm like, guys, it's GTA.
Did you play? And then also, did you play GTA 5 when it first came out?
No, I'm not a big GTA.
It was GTA's. I have a special place for that game because of my childhood, but when that game launched, it was in a bad technical state for sure. Online, especially online, like you couldn't even get in half the time for some people.
Oh wow.
So I'm sure they want to nail that down, especially online, because online is going to make them. Because right now it's making them still today so much money.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's
dark cards.
It's stupid the amount. Also, I'm saying when you guys see everybody, other people in chat, whatever, when y'all see GTA 6 come out, I guarantee you, an hour, 2 hours into it, get ready for all the GTA 6 was an absolute fail. You're gonna see someone being like, this is ridiculous. GTA 6 is not as good as 5, even though it's been out for 2 hours, and GTA 5 has been out for fucking 13, 14 years.
I mean, people love being naysayers. I get
it.
They
really do.
I used to be, when I was younger, I used to be that guy. I don't like to anymore. It doesn't like to me, it feels better to be inclusive rather than exclusive. So like, why would I like pick something over another thing, or gatekeep somebody from something, or like hate somebody for liking something that's fun and they enjoy. Like, who cares?
No, exactly. And I think that's the thing too. We had a conversation earlier today about the term a real gamer.
Yeah, sure. What the
And
hell does that
I
even
was
mean?
like, the term real gamer don't really exist.
No.
And I'm like, y'all, like so many people. So I had some people come in, and it turned out to be a really good conversation. Like a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. But like, I would get people coming in being like, so people who only play once a day. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, because at the end of the day, the term gamer is just an internal sense of self.
Yeah, you're just playing a game.
Yeah, if they want.
Also, if you don't want to identify as a gamer, that's also your choice too.
Yeah, if you don't want to, like, if
I know people that play games, they're like, "Oh, I'm not a gamer." I'm like, "Okay, you can. That's fine if you don't want to. You are, but you don't have to be."
Yeah, if you don't want to call yourself it, that's fine. It's like, but if they play video games, yes, they do. They're a gamer. It's like, even if they play once every so often. My wife barely plays video games, like barely plays them. But like every once in a while, when she gets time, she will play Animal Crossing.
Hell yeah!
Or she enjoys watching the Dark Pictures anthologies, those horror games. She enjoys watching those. So like, is she a gamer? Also, if I get her, like, if I start to, sounds so fucking mean, but every once in a while she does have a competitive side.
Nice.
And so she'll be like, I don't want to play games. And I'm like, yeah, because you're trash at Puzzle Fighter. And then I just watch the head turn slowly. And I'm like, it's okay if you're bad. And she's like, don't even fucking start with me. And so,
dude, my one buddy's really, like, anytime we play a game together, he turns into a different person. Like, if it's competitive, if we're versing each other, he's intentionally trying to be as mean as possible to me. And I'm into it. I think it's hilarious.
I have a friend of mine who is really big into Tekken, and Tekken 7 he was so big into. And the first time I played him, it was I lost a couple matches, but then, like, kind of button mashy, figured it out. And now in Tekken 8, we just played, and it was just an absolute one-sided beatdown. And it was just like, it was funny because you could kind of see like the air just leaving. And I was like, bro, it's fine, bro. I'm like, I know, some of the techniques of these moves. Like when I see people play online, I'm like, it's like, wow, I guess I gotta start playing online. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you should. It's fun. Like, granted, you don't have to talk to anybody. Every once in a while, if I get a really good match, I will message someone and be like, that was really fun. Like, just because once in a while you get someone be like, yeah, whenever you want to spar up again, I think that's just cool.
I mean, that's the best way to get. I mean, I don't play too many fighting games, but I think the best way to get good at fighting games is like to have a sparring partner who's like pushing you to be better. Somebody who might be a little better than you.
Oh yeah. There's always going to be someone that's better. That's the one thing it's hard to. I get that sometimes too internally, where I'm like, dude, I'm playing like shit. I know I'm playing like shit. Shit. You used to do that in COD all the time. I don't know if you're a COD fan at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, I would say.
Unfortunately,
I skipped the last one, but like I'm pretty good at Call of Duty, so it's hard for me not to play it. Which I don't.
What's your lock-in game? Like when you play, you're like, shit.
I mean, I would say any first-person shooter, like any multiplayer game that my friends wrote me into playing, like I can lock in, because usually I think I have friends that avoid playing with me because I raise everybody's MMR up a little bit, and like we get matched with better people, unfortunately, when I play with them, because like I'm a little sweatier.
That and I think that's totally fair. Actually, it just tells me.
I grew up on it.
Yeah, you got to get you guys got to get your skill up. Like,
I'm not as good as I used to be, but like I almost went pro for Halo 2.
Really?
Yeah, like my friend asked me to do it. We almost went to a tournament. We were like training, and then I was like playing games with like training matches with him, and like he was getting so angry and cursing all the time. I was like, yes, it's not why I play games, dude. I don't play games to like get angry and upset, and like, so I was like, I play Halo 2 for fun. I'm gonna go back to doing that. I didn't get to grow up with Halo 2, unfortunately. I think that's the best one personally.
Really?
I gotta plug my laptop in. Sorry about that.
No, you all good. We getting hit with every technical thing today.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's I loved Halo 3. That's where I started.
I mean, that's a solid one.
Yeah, I loved Halo 3, and because I came from like the PS, from the PS2 era to like a Halo 3, I was like, this blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Um, and I do like I kind of miss that era. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's also I miss the nostalgia.
Well, I was gonna say there is something missing in the like arena shooter multiplayer space. It's like Halo Infinite. You could kind of feel it when Halo Infinite first came out. I don't know if you played it.
Yeah,
but when Halo Infinite first came out, the multiplayer, people were like, "Yo, this is hitting." I don't know why, but like Halo Infinite multiplayer is hitting for us, and I think it's because we want that old school like split screen multiplayer feeling, I guess. And it was kind of hitting it, and then it just like they just dropped the ball. They had something, and they just didn't.
I think I think you're right. I think there is a gap where it comes to it, where I think someone could come in and take that spot. I think it's very well like the arena style games, such as like Halo. Like I think bring back Unreal Tournament.
I was gonna say that
like,
next.
Bring back. Yeah, I mean, well,
just like that fast pace, like hit rockets at your feet so you can like do movement tech and stuff. Like shit's so cool.
This shit, like, it is really fun.
Like I could even bring up Titanfall and Titanfall 2 because I feel like that kind of fit that bill for a little bit. And like the world is salivating for a Titanfall 2 because they sent Titanfall 2 out to die.
Okay, I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Thank goodness.
No, so Call of Duty that year got delayed and ended up coming out, I think I don't remember the time frame, but it came out first. Then it was Titanfall, which was made by EA.
Mm-hmm.
And then they themselves released, I mean, they were the publisher, but they then released Battlefield right afterwards. Like, why would you? So they shot Titanfall in the foot on the way out.
I thought, and this could be just headcanon, but I thought it was something along the lines of like they were doing it because they were trying to get I don't know if they were trying to acquire all of like Respawn or whatever, but it felt
I think they thought that it wasn't going to be a problem. They were like, "Oh, we'll go up against Call of Duty. Like, people will play Titanfall over Call of Duty if it comes down to it." And they weren't worried about the Battlefield siphoning players off because they were like, "Oh, that's different enough. That's probably fine." Yeah, no, it's all shooters. Like everybody and not everybody has time for all these games.
It's like
time for one.
It's like me trying to put like a small burger joint right next to a McDonald's. Like it's just like you might draw like one
Even
or
if it was like a smash burger, like a special smash burger that you can only get at that place. It's like, yeah, but you're still sandwiched between like two franchises. Like there was a Burger King and a McDonald's next door. It's like you're still gonna get hurt and end up shutting down no matter how premium and good you are.
Mm-hmm. And that's what pissed me off too. Was like we saw the fall of Titanfall, and I hear people screaming Titanfall 3, Titanfall 3. I made a fun. I'm not gonna lie. I made a kind of a fun. It was kind of ragey, but it was. We don't deserve Titanfall 3. You don't deserve Titanfall 3. And one of my prompts I do on my lives, and people were going in and be like, oh, "Why don't I?" And I'm like, "It's not because I don't want it. I want Titanfall 3. I don't want the fucking bitching and discourse because y'all are mad that you're getting something that for some reason you don't want." And I'm like,
oh, unfortunately, we're all dictated by capitalism and then also the masses.
Of course.
So EA was like, look, you didn't make that much money off Titanfall 2. And they're like, it's your fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it was. You didn't make enough money. Go make us a live service game. Go make us a battle royale. And they're like, fine, we'll do that. They did it and they crushed it.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. Apex was fun.
Apex is great. But unfortunately, they're suffering from their own success now, because now they're the Apex developers.
Yep. Yeah.
Even if we all signed a petition and got people to sign it, like I think enough people brought Skate back from the dead. Like I'm pretty sure EA was like, we're gonna make Skate because so many people are talking about it.
Yep.
Same thing with Titanfall 3 could happen, but not if Apex is that popular. It's like, why would they ever pivot from that?
No,
and I mean EA, not Respawn. They're
right. This. Well, and the thing is, like, also like with something like Skate, right? Skate was able because there's really, I mean, besides every once in a while we get like a Tony Hawk remake, but that was it. That whole like section is wide open.
And I mean, there's Sessions, and there's another. Sessions is janky. It is a skate sim. It's more skate sim than Skate is, especially the new Skate. But it's not. It's a little janky. I think it's a little too like clunky. And then there was another Skate game that came out around the time Sessions came out. That's also kind of chunky and clunky. And then another Skate game just got announced just recently, where you can. I forget the name of it. I wish I wrote it down. But you can actually tweak the animations of the skateboarding, so you can make the trick look however you want it to, which is kind of crazy. But it's also a little janky and clunky because it's not a huge team, so it's not going to look the same. No. But of course, people are championing it because everybody wants to shit on Skate, which I'm not going to stop them. No, that's even though I love Skate, but I'm not going to stop them because they're not.
I know, and that's like I don't hate the new Skate. I really don't.
I don't think I could say that.
Like I can't.
There's a lot of things I don't like about it, but
yeah, there's things I don't like about it for sure. But I can't say go around and be like, oh my god, this is trash. No, because at the end of the day, I'm getting exactly what I want out of Skate.
Yeah, the whole reason I play Skate is to skate, and I can do that. So then I don't.
It's a fucking time burner. I'm telling you that much. Like if I'm doing a lot like a live or something on TikTok, usually on my side, I'm just skating around doing some like bullshit tricks and like I can do a front flip.
Yeah, it's a nice fidget spinner.
I don't even like hearing it that way now. I'm not play it. But it is like I think there's quite a few areas that games used to be out at that like they don't feel like have that anymore. And like I said, Skate is one of those where it's just like you have a gap where it's like, okay, nobody's getting a skateboard game. I kind of want a BMX game. Like I do like either a BMX or like a motocross. I want another motocross type game,
like ATV off-road.
Yes, or like MotorStorm.
MotorStorm, that was a good one.
Like
there is a BMX game that just came out a month or two ago called BMX Dogs or something.
Oh, okay.
It's like it feels like close to Dave Mirra BMX, if you remember that. So it's got like that Tony Hawk BMX vibe.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
It's not quite like there should be a skate version of BMX though, for sure.
Yeah, and I say the same thing with also like arcade racers are another one too.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like, and maybe it's just me, and maybe I think it's maybe because of the AAA space. There feels like there's a gap where it's like there's really no more burnout. Go Galactic Racer.
Also, I can give you a recommendation right now. I'm playing it right now. It's a game called Screamer.
Okay, I did watch Stroopwafel play that.
Yeah, apparently it's a very old Japanese racer that they're like kind of reviving, but they put like an anime coat of paint on it. So like there's cutscenes. So there's a story where you're like in this tournament, you play as different characters, and they're all anime characters. But then the racing's like not anime, it's just fine, it's just regular racing. But the gimmick is you steer with the left stick and then drift with the right stick.
Okay,
which is kind of weird.
That is
really weird. It hits the arcade racing vibe. Like if you're looking for like that Cruisin' USA or
Say No More,
a more modern
Say No More. When I hear Cruise, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big. And I mean, I've been gaming for a long time. I'm certain you have too. You know, I'm a sucker for some of these old revivals. I know Cruisin' just got a Cruisin' Blast over on the Switch that I've been meaning to play. But I feel like I'm one of the only people who is sitting here being like, I want a Wave Race 64.
Yo,
either remaster, come back, or bring me a new one.
So I get a lot of, now that I started making video game content, I get a lot of like indie developer type like shorts being pushed to me. Of like 1 to like 2 people teams that are like just starting. So I'm like seeing prototype footage that they're posting. And somebody is making like a Wave Race type game that got sent to me. I saw, and it's like they were like, check out this racing or like the water physics in my game. And I was like, yo, you're doing Wave Race. That's Wave Race. Let's go.
That's dope. That's so good.
That's why I love. That's why I love indie games. I'll fucking shout it from the rooftops all day because that's where all the fucking cool shit's happening, man. Like if you feel like you don't like video games anymore or you're like burnt out from them or whatever, just like go play some random indie games and you'll feel rejuvenated.
I agree. And you know, the thing is funny is a lot of these indie games are either, you know, you can get some free ones on like, was it itch.io?
Yeah.
or you can go and just like for cheap. Like I will see people, I'm like, you can go find like sales. Like there are sales like crazy all the time. If you're not sure, like I'll look and I'll be like, hey, oh, this game's like $4. Okay, cool. Where's that other $4 gonna go for me? I'm not gonna lie to you. It probably ain't gonna go to either from food or something. Nah. Today, I'm like, I'm gonna get 4. I got another game that comes in, it's 10, another game that comes in, it's like 8. I can that $70 that y'all are talking about so much, you could go buy like 12 games off of that. And sure, not all of them will hit.
No, and as long as you don't have issues with FOMO, which is really just about not paying attention to shit, then yeah, play games like years later. You'll save so much money, and like most of them hold up if they're any good.
Yeah, I mean,
like if you want to, like there's a new Kena game, whatever, I forgot to say it. There's a new one coming out like this year, or I think at the end of this year, and like you can go play the original for like dirt cheap, and that fucking holds up so hard because of the art style in that game.
When I played, that was up on PlayStation Plus. I'm planning on picking it up this weekend, this weekend or the next. But like, I was having so much fun with it because I was like, damn, this is Pixar. It felt like a Pixar. Like the
animation, like it's close.
It's like a Pixar style, and I love that. So like I was like, okay, cool. Like this is awesome. Like I mean, if you can afford Game Pass or you can afford PlayStation Plus, I usually recommend them, especially if you play multiple games. If you're one that only plays once in a great while, don't get it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably don't pick it up. Or get like one of those things where you can just get like a month or something.
That's the tough thing. Like now that you're saying that, I'm like thinking of like the average person who maybe can only afford to play like 1 or 2 games a year. And it's like how crucial that decision is probably for them. And how tough that is for them. So that's probably why so many of them just go on autopilot and just go, all right, Call of Duty, let's just run it back. I'll do it again this year. Who cares?
With the amount
of known quantity.
Oh yeah. Well, with the price increases going up, obviously things like inflation, cost of living goes up. You have to be pickier in what these games provide. This is also why I think in a bit sometimes indie games struggle a little bit, is the fact that like, do I want to take a chance on this game that I'm not 100%, or just get what is already tried and true? And I already know, even if I might not even fully enjoy the game as much as I would like, at least I know that it's there. And unfortunately, that's just kind of how I think a lot of gamers really just are. Like I give myself personally usually 1 to 2 full price games a year.
Wow.
I will usually give myself 1 to 2 full price games, and they're usually something huge. They have to be out of this world kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like last year, it was Borderlands 4 because I'm a huge Borderlands fan. I love Borderlands, and I mean it was Dispatch, but Dispatch was technically $40, so but they don't really count.
Good deal.
Great game, by the way.
Yeah, that's a fantastic game. I would put Dispatch as my number 1 recommendation for like non-gamers. Like if I knew somebody that was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting into video games, like is there a game that I should try to like what would get me into it? I'm like Dispatch all day.
Yeah,
all day. It's a TV show, so it's like you're just watching a TV show, and like the most time sensitive, like stressful thing you have to do is the time-based like events that pop up on the map, which if you miss them, then there is like a little bit of stress there, which I know can screw people up who are like new into games. Like they don't like that external stress.
That end mission was tough.
Let's admit, especially the one where it's like you're supposed to fail because it's like you're overwhelmed in the story. Yeah. So you're like supposed to fail a lot of missions, and like that was like getting to me. I was like, I need to get all these.
Also, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the game is so funny though too. Just like the voice actors killed it. The writing was hilarious.
Yeah, the cast is stacked. The music is insane. Like at the credits, whenever the credits rolled, every song that played during the credits, I was like, let's go. This is awesome. I'll just sit there and watch the credits. Like, yeah.
Oh, dude, the one, like the songs that they play, like honestly, every fucking one of them nailed it. Even people that I didn't think were going to. Moist Critical, Jacksepticeye, Elena Pierce.
Yeah, I think I would have to give the most credit to Jack. I think because he was the one I didn't. Not that I'm like that familiar with all of those people, but like him, I was like, I didn't even realize he was a streamer. Like Moist Critical, he has a distinct voice. Of course, you can hear him. I already knew who Alana Pierce was, and she's like hit or miss with her voice acting.
Well,
And
she's
then
good for Milova.
she did pretty good for what the character was. Young Gravy just had to be a brick monster, so that's pretty easy. That was in his range.
Yeah.
And then they got like heavy hitters like Matt Mercer and like Linda Bailey and fucking
Laura Bailey did Invisigal, and Aaron Paul actually surprised me playing Robert, and I was actually very impressed with him. Because I know he's a really good actor. But
did you see his episode of Invincible?
No, who is he? I haven't even watched Invincible yet. I still have to go through it.
I recommend it. I think it's fairly good.
It's one of those where I'm like, I'll get through it, but I don't think I have Prime. So like,
sure.
We're kind of missing it right now. And the last time we had it was for The Boys.
Yeah, which is coming back this year.
Yeah, so we're gonna pick it up then. But yeah, like I've seen like Invincible and like I've kept up with it. I just haven't really like sat down to really go through. Like I know about like, like what happened with Conquest because that was all over the fucking internet. Jeffrey D. Morgan just has the voice of a villain. It just some actors do. They just have either the voice or like the presence of a villain. And the big ones I always say, Jeffrey D. Morgan, Giancarlo Esposito, and Lance Riddick.
They all have like a sinister undertone to them.
Yes, they could be the nicest people in the world, and I've heard.
I'm sure they all are in real life.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Lance Riddick.
Sure.
But like, yes, I've heard they're super nice, and like, but like, as soon as they put on that's it. I'm like, yeah, no, like I'm getting cut.
Yeah. And it might even be him. He might get somebody. Like he might have already paid the whole staff that's here.
Oh yeah. Giancarlo Esposito has that look of like, you walk into a room and he's like, "How's it going?" And I'm like, "I've already have a hit out for me."
Yeah, I'm already dead after this, right?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is the hit.
Yes,
he is. So like, I've heard they're like really nice people and stuff, but it's just, I do. Some people just have either a villain look to them, no matter what they do, or that voice, and I think. As Conquest, Jeffrey D. Morgan as Conquest was so good. It's hard to pull a monologue like that. I'm so lonely. Monologue sitting there, and I'm like, this guy's a fucking psycho.
It's also funny like whenever I lose myself to like a cartoon voiceover performance, and I'm like actually feeling something from it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is just a dude in a booth right now. Like that dude's just like going hard in a booth right now, making me feel some shit. Like that's nuts.
Every time Sean Schimmel screams as Goku.
Yeah.
Like, he is just some dude in a booth. And I'm like, dude, like at this point, I don't know how your voice continues.
Dude, you made me think of something, and I'm gonna go ahead and spoil a game, sort of. There's a game that I played recently called Cairn, which I found out is the name of those like stones that you just pile up. But it's a game about rock climbing where you have to like actually pick where your limbs go on like. It's really good. Highly recommend. But there's an underlying story about the main character. She's like trying to summit this mountain and be like the first person to do it, and everybody's like dying trying to do it. And it's like really hard. And at the end of the game, I'm going to spoil it. Sorry if you don't care. It's going to happen if you don't want to get it spoiled.
No,
she basically through the whole story, they're like, you're going to die when you try to do this. It's too hard. And she basically dies in the process, and you like climb to heaven in like the end credits, and there's like an amazing fucking song playing at the very end. But like at the end, she's like dying basically, and she just got to the summit, and she lets out this like scream, the voice actress, and it's like, obviously she didn't really climb a mountain. She's just in a booth, but the scream that she gives out, I like felt it in my bones. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I love that. Like I think when it comes to voice acting, especially for so many of them, it's to be able to put yourself in that position, just like you mentioned, just in a booth itself is insane.
Like 99% 9 times out of 10, the other actor isn't in the room with you. You're going off of either their performance, if you were lucky to record after them, or somebody's just or nobody's reading it. You're just reacting to the pages, the words.
Oh yeah, and I think like it is like, and I think it makes me think of anime too, like a lot of animes too. Like they just have that like whether it's for me it was what got me in chills was the laugh by Light Yagami at the end of Death Note. I don't know if you've ever seen it or not.
It's like one of the only ones I haven't seen.
Yeah. Oh, I guess spoilers for a 2006 anime.
Yeah.
But like lo and behold, the Light Yagami gets caught as Kira, the killer, and his laugh is just this like you feel it from the other characters, just extremely unnerving.
Like, Jesus.
And you're just like, holy fucking shit. Like this, I mean, for all of them, of course, it's like this big reveal. But at the same time, it's like, dude, this dude has become, and you've watched him become so unhinged. Anytime, for me, same with Attack on Titan, anytime that Eren starts to go off and just like when I think of like when he's like getting held up by the colossal Titan, no, it's the armor Titan, and he like bites his hand, and as he's like screaming or whatever, and it's just like these. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, bro, like, how are you guys not passed the fuck out?
They do. They literally do. I forget who I was watching a interview of somebody who was just doing voice acting for the first time. Oh, Anna Taylor-Joy, because she voices Peach in the new Super Mario Brothers movie, and she was like, this is the first time she had to do voice acting. She didn't know what efforts were, and efforts are when you just do like, so you'll do like, say you do like an 8-hour day of recording. Usually it's like 4. They're not gonna make you do 8 hours. So you do like 4 hours of voiceover work. You'll do like normal dialogue stuff for like the first 3 hours. The last hour they'll make you do efforts, which are just like just sounds you make when you're doing like you're running, or like you said, like Goku, like Sean has to do like the fucking yells for like doing Kamehamehas and just like screaming, getting hurt. So they leave that for the end. You just do that for like a whole hour, like 45 minutes, or however long you can stand it for. But then Anya Taylor-Joy was like, yeah, it's the first time I ever had to do those. I'm like, I didn't know like you have to like really breathe through them. She's like, I was going for like a few minutes and like almost passed out. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm like hyperventilating in a booth right now. I just like screaming.
Well, like, I mean, imagine the fact of how warm those boots have to be though too, while you're doing that kind of stuff. And like
you have to do like vocal exercise to make sure you don't like tear your vocal cords, because that's how you're making money now. You're a voice actor.
No, exactly. And I will say, honestly, I love. Speaking of which, we got Super Mario Galaxy this week,
dude. I almost bought tickets right before I got on this video.
I'm going on Wednesday, like the first showing is like 12:15, and I'm going. I'm like, I don't gotta deal with no fucking kids having to be there because they'll all be in school. And
I literally just I found a theater that was playing it at like 9 or 10 a.m. I was like,
oh yeah, no.
Maybe I get up. Maybe I go to that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I'm so excited, like to go and be in like Super Mario or Galaxy movie, and then when they told me that Star Fox was going to be in, and I'm gonna be honest, so earlier in like a lot of these like streams, I've been talking about Star Fox. I want Star Fox in his own movie, and now that I got it, I'm doing a video on it. I did one video on it, but I'm going to do another video just being like, oh, yeah, so I forgot some stuff from the last video, but I fucking called it. So, like,
I don't know. Here's a fun fact for your video if you don't already know this information. This is from the instruction manual book for the original Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. Do you know why they have metal legs?
Isn't it because of, like, the G-forces or whatever?
Yeah, they like lose the blood. Much G-force that they would lose so much. The blood would rush to their legs. They would pass out. So they chop off their legs so their blood doesn't rush to their legs.
That's like incredibly dark.
It's fucking insane. These anamorphic, cute ass animals get their legs chopped off to survive G forces.
That's so fucking crazy.
Bonkers.
I'm so excited. Like, and I feel like they're only like Star Fox is gonna be kind of like how the Donkey Kong crew was in the first one. They were only in for like just like that. So
I mean, I don't know anything, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I'm pretty sure Star Fox is not a cameo. Star Fox is not a cameo.
No, I hope not, because
I think he's in it for like more than you would think he would be.
Good, because
I mean, they have a space. It's all right. It's a blockbuster movie. How does every blockbuster movie end? A big giant battle.
That's true. Oh,
And it's
yeah.
galaxy. It's in space.
They're gonna get
You need
Star Fox.
spaceships. You need spaceships. Ain't
You
no way
know,
you're not gonna have Star Fox in a ship shooting some shit at the end. You know what I'm saying?
no, I heard they said that Glenn Powell was going to
Yeah,
play Star Wars, which I think is
he
gonna be.
posted an Instagram post of him wearing the outfit of Star Fox,
I thought so. Yeah, he's gonna be Star Fox.
which is you don't pick Glenn
No,
Powell for no reason.
I hope that the original voice actor for Star Fox is there though.
They usually let them do like a little voice in the background or something.
Yeah, because the guy who voiced Mario, he was
Yeah.
in the background too, which I thought was actually pretty fucking awesome. What's up, Lucky?
Yeah, and there's a new guy. There's a new guy that does the voice of Mario and Luigi. I wonder if he's going to do a background voice too.
What did you think of Chris Pratt when he did it?
I think I have strong opinions about Chris Pratt in general, actually now, which is funny because Parks and Rec is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Him now versus when he was like on Parks and Rec.
Yeah, so on Parks and Rec, he was a nobody. He was like basically homeless, and then got cast in that show and just like crushed it. They loved him, so he became famous after that show.
Right.
Lost a bunch of weight and became a super movie star.
But
he is also very, very, very Christian and pretty Republican.
Oh yeah, no.
Unfortunately,
no. And the thing is, with Chris Pratt's, and I'm just speaking on his performance because I could dig in for a while. But like as with Chris Pratt's, just his performance alone, I think honestly it works for this Mario. Like
I will say that you could take this as a negative or a positive, but I will say his performance is a very like blank canvas performance. Like at least with Charlie Day, you get like an iconic Luigi. Because he's got a distinct voice, like that's what Charlie Day sounds like. He's got like that raspy voice.
Yeah,
but I think he's a perfect fit for that, actually. And I think because of that, he stands out and kind of makes Luigi his own thing. But with Chris Pratt, it's like he just sounds like a white guy, so like he doesn't really stand out as like anything.
That's fair.
So, which is like kind of the point, I think. So I'm saying you could take it either way, like because like, he's not just like Link, which is like, how's this live action Zelda movie gonna go? Because like Link is a blank slate he doesn't talk. So like he has to talk in this movie. There's no way he ain't gonna talk.
He has to. I mean, I know
he is.
Like, the manga, he does.
Sure.
But like, yeah, it's just like he's gonna have to talk. You can't just have him silent the entire time because that's gonna be boring as fuck in the movie. But I'm just trying. I'm gonna wait for the trailer. Like I'm keeping all my opinions as calm as possible because I'm the type of person that tries to look at the positives as much as possible.
Sure, same.
And so like I don't want to go in and be like, oh my god, because honestly, just looking on the outfits that they had, I actually was pretty. I was
gonna say based on the picture alone, which you could actually, if you want to, draw a nice little comparison to the God of War behind the scenes photo that posted.
Yeah.
A stark contrast difference between the two of this. Like you take that picture of the Zelda movie, I was like, that looks great. That looks like a Zelda movie. I'll watch that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you looked at the God of War one, I was like,
that's looks like a TV show.
That looks like a fan film. I don't even know if it looks like a TV show.
Like his beard needs to be longer. Like that's.
I think that was a behind the scenes photo that somebody just like did way too much touch up on it. That's not what the show's gonna look like. I think that was just
I think
a bad set photo.
It'll have a lot grittier kind of look to it. Which
I hope so. They can that's color grading. They could just that's a knob you turn.
Right, and I think that's what I'm excited for. Like I'm excited for both of them, but like I'm trying to keep like I'm not going to be one of those people to just like blow up off of it. Okay, based on this trailer, this is what it looks like. We know this isn't going to be the full movie, so like temper your expectations. However, if Nicolas Cage is playing Ganondorf,
I try to like because I feel like I've been doing this for so long. Like I've been dealing with video games since I was a kid. I've been watching movies and TV since I was like a child. Like I watched so many trailers. Like I know what to look for. It's like this is maybe an unfair or dare I say weird comparison to make, but to me it's like online dating. Like I've been online dating since MySpace, not to date myself too hard. But good. Like you start to like know how people are representing themselves, and like it's like the joke from The Simpsons about jazz. It's about the notes I'm not playing, man. It's like it's like when a girl's not posting certain types of pictures and certain angles and like leaving certain information out, that paints a certain picture about them.
Mhm.
The same thing with like game trailers and movie trailers. Like they're putting their best foot forward. You can kind of tell, like, if you've been watching trailers for a while, you know how they're cut, you know what they're trying to do, you know the emotional beats they're trying to hit, the needle drops, all that fun stuff. So you can kind of like tell when a movie's got heart behind it, even if like, because a lot of trailers are cut by a separate company altogether. They're
Right.
trailer houses. You just send them a bunch of footage and they just cut trailers. So like
That's
they
fair.
don't represent the movie well most of the time. But even then, you can kind of tell when you're watching a trailer for something, you're like, I can tell this is like kind of soulless and isn't going to hit based on the trailer, based on like the specific curated footage that you're showing me. Especially like a game. You're watching a game trailer and like it looks janky. You can tell it's playing jankily, even though you're not physically playing it. Like you can just tell based on the footage you're watching. You're like, I don't know, there's something off about this. Like,
all I thought was like Zack Snyder's Justice League, like the Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Batman v Superman trailer was one of the most painful trailers I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
And again, I go off of like, I try to like learn about the people that are making these things and like how they're approaching it, and that like tells me how to feel about what they're making. And same thing with Zack Snyder. Like I can go off about that guy because he started as a music video director. That's what he got famous for, and doing commercials. So you're telling really tiny, disjointed stories that don't really need a beginning, middle, and end. They're told in really short segments, and so because they're really short, you can use tons of slow-mo. Slow-mo is used heavily in music videos and commercials. But when you do slow-mo over with the Justice League TV show, 4 hours, like that's too much slow-mo.
And that's
like you're shooting like a music video, and that's not.
The only time I've seen it like slow-mo done, in my opinion, really well was in Dread. When like Mama, I think it was Mama, would take the drug or whatever, and then she just used it would everything would go slow-mo.
Yes, Dread.
And I was like,
they use like high-speed cameras for that.
Yes, and I thought that was really cool. That was awesome,
good.
the way to do it. But yeah, there's just moments where like I don't like Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think Zack Snyder's
I don't really like Zack Snyder at all, but
fair. I don't like I think God, I know this came out in like 2022. Do not care. Zack Snyder's Justice League is not as good as people think it is. Like when it came out, y'all were all excited because it wasn't Joss Whedon's version, but forget that Joss Whedon has a 4-hour version somewhere in the ether.
And I don't like him either. Like he's problematic.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah,
but like he did do the Avengers, and the Avengers is a solid movie. So
I'm not banking off his directorial. Like,
yeah, I can't hate on him too much for that.
No, especially because it felt like, and this is just me, but it felt like Warner Brothers at the time. No, Number Brothers, DC. DC? Oh yeah.
Same
Very much had no fucking clue. It felt very. They didn't know what to do with it. They told Joss Whedon to come in and try to fix it. Obviously, after unfortunately the passing of Zack Snyder's daughter.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And
that sucks for him.
Yeah, I could only imagine.
Yeah.
Especially I have a kid on the way, so I can only imagine what that would ever feel like.
Yeah, dude.
And so when I'm like when Joss Whedon came in, and can only imagine what kind of restraints he had to do, where it was just like, we need you to make this livelier and more fun. And then you realize that a lot of the jokes that were in the theatrical one were actually just in the Zack Snyder one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, so it wasn't even Joss Whedon. You just, this shit just is not good.
Which again, like I can make big comparisons between movies and video games. I think they're very similar, especially now. Like they didn't start out the same way, but now that they're both juggernauts, then they start to like kind of mirror each other. Meaning like they do the same things. Like a lot of companies that are making both the biggest movies and the biggest video games are massive companies, and they're so big that they can't take risks. They just can't. That's just not how they work. They have to do known quantities or like IPs that already have massive install bases. So you're not going to see them do small indie games that are weird. They're going to do huge, big swings that are guaranteed to hit, like a Black Panther video game, even though they canceled that one because they're fucking stupid. They can't even handle that.
Wait. The Captain America Black Panther one?
No, there's two. There was two Black Panther games being made. There was Black Panther and the Captain America and like the two other people.
The Captain America Black Panther one looked amazing.
That one is apparently still being made, even though like
we haven't heard jack shit about it.
No,
it bothers me.
It's apparently still being made, but there was another like solo Black Panther video game that got canceled like a year ago, I think. Like right around when the Wonder Woman solo movie
I will never forgive them for canceling the Wonder Woman one.
Which again, it's like whatever. So the comparison between movies and video games, same thing. It's like we as like laymen's were like, how can you fuck that up? That's like so easy to like. In our heads, we're like, yeah, you just give me a controller, let me control Wonder Woman. I don't care if it plays like Superman 64. Like, I'm gonna play it. Like, that's how popular this shit is. And when somebody fucks that up, it's like, you just know that there's like, so like people are just not making passionate decisions. There are people who are like just in boardrooms, like making like, oh, this is popular, so let's copy this. It's like when a company goes, let's try and make a Fortnite type game. You can tell, and they fail because that's not why people play video games. And like, I know you can't bank on that. You can't go, I want to make a game as successful as Fortnite. That's impossible. Fortnite didn't do that. Fortnite made what's the name of the game the end of the world game? I forget the name of the game, but that's how they start. It was a survival game, and then they were like, let's make a battle royale and call it Fortnite. And they were like, this will probably be fine. We'll copy PUBG.
Or PUBG.
Yeah, we'll copy PUBG. And they did it, and they're the thing. It's the thing. Everybody's trying to be Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you can't replicate that because that was an accident.
Right. And that's why I was so surprised when we saw the Wonder Woman fail, especially for the hype coming in. You were going to bring in also the Nemesis system that has been absolutely loved by people.
Christ.
And I think what get me too is like, I'm like, I don't know how it broke down on a development session. I don't know how it broke down on a story wise, because I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm picky like this. I give less excuses when a game has when comic book wise, they have so much story shit like to back up from.
That's the most infuriating part. Like, and that just makes me think of Thor: Love and Thunder, because that's one of the few comic books I read before I watched the movie. Like, I know a very shallow amount about a lot of comic books. I watch YouTube videos about comic books. I don't read them. So I know it a little bit. But like, I got introduced to the story that Love and Thunder was going to be based on, and I was like, that sounds sick as hell. And I just like got a free trial of the Marvel like comic book thing. And I read through like, I think the first couple chapters or whatever. And I was like, this is sick as hell. Like, Gore is fucking cool ass villain. And then it came out and they just like, they released like 2 photos before the trailer came out. And they were panels from the fucking, like the comic book it was based on. Like, exactly. And I was like, let's go. This is going to be perfect. And then, like, you had such rich source material that you were basing this off of, and you didn't do like, you just dropped the ball.
Yeah,
like,
I felt like
why?
false advertising.
Like, why? I don't
know. And something interesting too, I was watching a YouTube video, and I think it was the one of the heads of like the DC was talking about the difference between why like manga versus like comic books and why one sells so well. And some guy put it in the comments, and I still hold true to this. I think I've seen it before. When they look at like manga, it's just a straight story through and through. Comics can feel like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't, okay, like I want absolute series. Okay, well, if I want the absolute series, I got to pick up Superman's, Batman's, Wonder Woman's, Flash, Green Arrow, which is newer one, Martian Manhunter. If I don't, let's say I don't like Martian Manhunter, now I don't pick him up, but he has a tie-in to Flash somehow, so now I have to pick that one up. When it's just like I can just go watch all of Jujutsu Kaisen and just like power myself straight through.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You know, and it is. I think for some people, it's also the amount of storytelling that goes on with manga has been, some of it's been absolutely incredible between manga and anime. And I think people love the spectacle, honestly. Like,
I'm really just happy that it's like it's a popular thing now. Like the two things that I was afraid to be into as a kid because it alienated me from other people and I got made fun of for it are like mega powerhouse things now. Video games and anime, like they're so popular now. And I used to be like, you would be shunned for liking those things.
And that's what's crazy too, is like the same people that like picked on you are the same people that'll turn around and be like, bro, I fucking love like Beastars or something like that.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there like,
you used to make fun of me for like watching Sailor Moon, Doc.
yeah, like now I'm with a little real fuck you somewhere. Like,
yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, it's like I move on, but yeah, and I understand.
Also,
I understand. There's a bit of sentiment that comes with that, especially in the gaming sphere and in the anime sphere, that a lot of gaming adults, especially millennials and a little bit older, have not fully worked out from.
Sure,
they have not fully worked out that bit of it. And don't get me wrong, I get it, because like fucking A, if I just mentioned. If I found out the person that picked on me for a long time was like, bro, you love Halo? Yeah, fuck yeah, me too. And I'm like, I don't even like you. Like, I get that. Like, I get that 100%. But at some point, not gonna lie, guys, like, if we want to build a better community, we kind of got to let that go a little bit.
Also, I think it's dumb and exhausting to be gatekeeping.
It is.
Like, why would you? I do get it, because I used to be the guy. I was when I was super young, I was an emo kid. I took a lot of pride in knowing bands that you didn't know. If I discovered a band, I'm like, oh, you haven't heard of this band? I felt so superior to you for whatever reason, because music was part of my identity.
Did you have the hair split and everything?
I did. I dyed my hair black. I don't have any anymore, but I had it black at one point. It was in my face. And then I've completely did a 180 from that, because I'm like, that was a miserable way to live, because like I'm just like, you know what's better than the like fake superiority you get from knowing something that somebody else doesn't, is sharing it with them.
Yeah,
so much better. Like recommending a game or music or a movie to somebody where I'm like, I know you so well that I know you'll like this thing so much, it'll be your favorite thing ever. And when that hits and that it is their favorite thing, that feels so good. That's so much better than being like, I know this thing and you don't.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's we see this gatekeeping in all different aspects, Dark Souls fans, of like the and I know it's not just Dark Souls fans, it's just like they're the first ones that come to mind.
I mean, you could just look at fucking women in video games. Like it's so insane to be a woman and like video games. Like that's so hard.
Yeah.
Like you play Call of Duty, you just get fucking destroyed verbally every time you play.
Misogyny on top of misogyny.
As soon as they hear your voice is slightly effeminate, they're like, "Go make me a sandwich, bitch."
Right.
Can we just play games? And like, she's probably good.
Yeah, it's like, could you imagine? Like, that's why I said that. I'm like, imagine being like so mad at the fact that someone is like this woman that you don't know in an area that you have no clue about, that you just met 30 seconds ago, is all of a sudden better than you. Like, I would tell you to go touch grass, but you'll probably get an assault charge too. So like,
you probably touched it inappropriately.
Yeah, right. Like, it's just like, it is really sad, because there's a lot of gatekeeping that still goes on in the community. And that's why, like I mentioned before, with the whole like real gamer, a true gamer does. I saw this earlier when I was talking about Galactic Racer, which I'm super fucking pumped for. I was like, Burnout in Star Wars, perfect. I'll get money. That's one of my full prices right there.
And I think some of they're like, it's a mix of devs from Burnout and Need for Speed.
Yeah.
So it's like the perfect mix.
I'm excited. And so when I had a couple of comments up, and one of them was like, well, the issues that we had were from the Disney Star Wars fan, not true fans. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck makes the true fan?
I think what makes a true Star Wars fan is hating Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean,
because
I've gone through the edgy hating Star Wars phase. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I got to it where I'm like, why am I, especially as like I'm 34, why am I going through hating Star Wars, like, and trying to ruin it for other people out there? Especially if, like, when I was young, I liked the original series, obviously the original series, but I enjoyed the prequels.
Sure.
I liked them as a kid. If I had like some older dude come up and be like, bro, I don't know why you fucking like that, They were
That
fucking
that
gorgeous.
that's one of the more insane things to me is when, because like obviously the people who like the original, the first three are like that came out in the 70s, so they are like super adults. But by the time prequels came out, and yeah, to be that mean to literal children who are just like, I love Star Wars and pod racing, and you're like, you don't fucking know what real Star Wars is. You're like, Jesus Christ,
like that kind of elite. It's like, grow up, just grow the fuck up. And
also there are so many other things to like. Like, if Star Wars is failing you, which I understand, nobody hates Star Wars more than me because I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars so much I hate George Lucas.
Really?
Yeah, I have very strong opinions about George Lucas. I think he is the like least responsible for the greatness of Star Wars.
That is a take.
Like, if a guy, all right, this is a fucked up analogy. If a guy had a one-night stand with a woman and she gave birth to a doctor that cured cancer, how much credit do we give the guy for having sex with the woman?
No, that's fair.
Stand.
That's fair. No, I got I get your analogy. And
I'm not like, he's responsible for birthing Star Wars. So I can give him, he deserves the respect for that. But like that movie was not going to be good.
No,
and you can tell
his wife
literally saved. Well, I can give like the guy that played Obi-Wan Kenobi saved the movie. His wife that edited the movie saved the movie. Whoever told him that Yoda shouldn't have been a fucking gnome saved the movie. Yoda was going to be like a gnome. He would look like a gnome. Yeah.
Like John Williams
saved the movie.
Yep, his score was
Ralph McKinnon saved the movie. He's the guy that came up with the look of Star Wars, that like lived-in dirty space look. Mm-hmm. That's Ralph McQuarrie. That's not George Lucas. So like, if you break down Star Wars and do it like very small pieces and like reasons why you like Star Wars, I can attribute them to other people besides George Lucas.
That's fair.
And then if you look at the unchained George Lucas, you look at the prequels. He was surrounded by sycophants, people that were only going to say yes to him because at that point he was a genius, quote unquote. So like everything he wanted to do got put into those movies, which is why they're pretty bad comparatively.
No, that's fair.
If you like them, that's fine. I'm not judging you for like.
No. I honestly, I have no actual opinion about George Lucas. Like I
only feel that way because like I think the other people also don't get enough credit.
I would agree. I can agree with that.
Because to me, my absolute favorite thing about Star Wars is the Ralph McQuarrie piece of it. Like the look, the like dirty, lived-in, used space look. Like I hate the clean juxtaposition's cool with like the Empire, how their shit looks all clean. But like whenever you get into like the Millennium Falcon, it looks like dirty. It looks like somebody's been living in the Millennium Falcon for years because they have been.
That's true.
Like, that shit's cool. That's Ralph McQuarrie. That shit's dope.
And that's why I'll say, because like the same people who did that with like you looked at the Disney Star Wars and I hate Disney, and I'm like, yes, you know what? I'll be honest with you, there are things to not like about Disney Star Wars. I honestly, the attack on the actors, the way that they've done it,
that's stupid.
Absolutely is not one of them. And I'm like, that is not one. Like you can say, hey, I don't like the way that how Rose Tico was. I honestly am not a big fan of Rose Tico at all, but I don't say is it Kelly Marie Tran, I believe, is the actress. There's no reason to go after her. Yeah, like you're going after one, you're going after the wrong person. Two,
yes,
like she could be just as huge of a Star Wars fan as you. The only difference is that she's not fucking trying to ruin Star Wars. And that's why I think too we have such a hyperbolic language of being like they're ruining everything about it. And I'm like, yo, that's all based off of your fucking opinion.
Yeah, you can just go watch the original 3 again. They're still there.
Get yourself in that position in the writing room and go figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm not saying that like people have come up with some amazing stories for them.
Dave Filoni did it. That's how Dave Filoni is literally a Star Wars super fan, and now he is in charge of the creative direction of Star Wars.
I've been working through concepts about how to make a Star Wars horror movie.
Oh, sick!
My goal is to fucking pitch it to them.
Yeah, I mean they should be doing different shit.
And like also right now, I'm like Disney. Like one of my biggest criticism with Disney Star Wars is that you're not doing enough with your High Republic era.
Well, yeah, and appealing to adults too, like and or prove that adults still like Star Wars. Duh. So make adult content.
Honestly, and I will say, like, one of the things I loved about the Acolyte was they gave us a spectacle when it came to those fight scenes.
Sure.
Those fight scenes were incredible. Now I'm a little bummed that you took Trinity and only put her in like one episode, but like, you know, overall, I actually didn't hate the Acolyte. I didn't think the Acolyte was nearly as bad as people said it is. Is it great? No.
Sure.
But it's not garbage.
I mean, not everything has to be a 10 out of 10 either.
No, and that's the thing. Like, everyone's expects it to be. Does it hold up to the old Guess what? The old ones have some real issues with them too.
Yeah.
Like, stop. We gotta stop putting things as like on like pedestals all the time, dude.
Yeah.
And it's all because you're putting it on a nostalgia pedestal. I was actually talking about I was talking about Sonic, and I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you all hate Sonic 06, and rightfully so. But I can't sit there and say that Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 were good games. They had fun stories. Gameplay was garbage.
You'll never find a bigger defender of Adventure 1 and 2 than me. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, big part of my childhood. Love them so much. Garbage games. Love them. They're like the best 7s you could ever get, but like they're not good.
They will talk about Sonic Adventure 2 because
it's amazing. Yeah.
One mission.
Right.
One fucking mission. City Escape. City Escape goes like, oh, I remember what is it called? Live and Learn. And I'm like, beginning, end. It's like you forgot all the shit. The shitty Knuckles missions, the shitty Rouge's missions, the shitty Tails missions, the shitty fucking Robotnik missions.
Or Big the Cat.
Fuck Big the Cat. But like, you missed all of those just to be like, no, this game's fucking cinema. No, shut
dude,
up.
I could if I had to do a dissertation on video games, I think I would pick Sonic to talk about, because to me that's like the biggest like anomaly in video games, because of just like how it was conceived, how it came to be, what they do with it, like what is he, his ups and downs. It's fucking nuts. It's bonkers. It's
crazy because
the fan stuff, the OG Sonic stuff is so weird. Like there's just it runs the gamut, man. It's crazy.
It does. And like there's, you know, between the Sonic Adventure titles, you get things like Shadow the Hedgehog, which I have a friend of mine really enjoys, and it's like it's because it's just ridiculous, over the top.
Yeah, it's just edgy stuff.
Yeah,
it came out like when the Matrix was hot, so it's like we love
exactly. And like, you know, you get the ones like 2004, yeah. Those are on the same year as Ratchet and Clank going or Up Your Arsenal. Love that game. I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan. But you know, we get things like the Sonic 06, and then we got like Sonic and the Secret Ring, Sonic and the Black Knight, and it was just like all stuff all over. And then we got Sonic Generations, and all of a sudden people loved Sonic again. And then it was Sonic Colors, and then it went back down, and then like Sonic Boom. But I'm not like Sonic Boom as a game is not very good. Same with Sonic Lost World. Sonic Boom as a TV show, funny as fuck. Like,
I've seen clips from that show, and I'm like, what? Who let them write this stuff? That's hilarious.
One of my favorite jokes is when Sonic is saying that, like, hey, we need to do like, you need to go to this mission thing, and Knuckles just repeats it, and he's like, you got me on that one, Knuckles. And I'm like, I think it was Roger Craig Smith, I think it is, who is the voice of Sonic in there. Don't quote me on that.
Sounds familiar.
Roger Craig Smith voiced Batman in Arkham Origins.
Whoa.
Sonic Boom. I'm looking it up right now. Like, I think it's.
And then don't forget about Sonic Mania.
Christian White. Yes, it was Roger Craig Smith. Damn. Who voiced Batman in Arkham Origins, voiced the Sonic in those. And I loved Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania was great.
Sonic Mania is like one of my top favorites.
Forces happened, and that wasn't good.
Sonic Forces is such an interesting game. I feel like you could talk about that for a long time too, because how fucking like such a good idea to lean into the customize your own character thing because of the OG Sonic characters that people create. It's like, oh, of course all those people are gonna fucking go. They're gonna froth the mouth for that shit. That's awesome. And then just completely drop the ball with the game itself. It's like, dude, you had it. It was right there.
Having a beat when Sonic loses, I thought was such an interesting concept. And I was like, dude, that's cool. And then the rest of the gang just doesn't do shit for like 6 months. And I'm like, you're telling me that you guys just don't do anything?
You know what's? I also have to say that, like, there's one thing I hate about Sonic. It's that like if I was in control of Sonic, the first thing I would do is establish one rule: Sonic is not the Flash. Like he's not light speed fast at all times. There are some incarnations of Sonic where he like can like instantly move really, really fast. That's not how he is fast, and he's the fastest animal there is. That doesn't mean he has to be like run as fast as possible and go through time fast.
I feel like the movies do a really good job of that, or showing.
I would agree, where he gets like emotional and then he gets like a huge burst of speed
and
or
like
something.
Also, the let's be honest, movie version of Sonic is busted, but that's a power scaling thing. I don't want to get into that.
Sure.
But I think it's like it's crazy because like you see him like even when they was like Knuckles, right? Like Knuckles was fast too.
Yeah.
But when Sonic got pissed, he was like, nah, like he straight up he could outdo Knuckles. And so I do like that bit. Also, I love the Sonic movies. I'm not gonna lie, those Sonic movies have been really fun.
I mean, you could also you talk so much about those movies because like that is even in the movie world that is such an interesting case because like when has ever a company released a trailer that the public negatively reacted to so hard that they went back and changed all the CGI and redesigned the character, and it worked. It worked.
It changed it and people loved it because it's you keep this like I don't want to be like keep it the same, but like keep it that same cartoony thing. I don't know what the fuck you were going for, although I'm not gonna lie, the Chip and Dale movie with Ugly Sonic.
I was just gonna bring that up. I was like, the fact that it was such a meme that it got into the Chip and Dale movie is kind of insane.
It is, and that's why also I loved the what movie with Sonic Adventure 2 and 3 and keeping them also very tied to the games themselves. Or the fan wise, I'm like, there was so much for Sonic Adventure 2, like with the movie Sonic 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was so many bits and pieces that I just fell in love with. Like I get one thing I do understand, they weren't gonna actually just cap fucking Maria.
Sure.
Like a lot of people are like, well, why did she die in the explosion, but Shadow didn't? I'm like, because Shadow can take hits from Sonic. Bro.
He's the ultimate life form. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's the ultimate life form. And
they say that so many times.
And Dr. Robotnik he's there. So fuck it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, are we going to talk about how Dr. Robotnik also apparently survived the end of that movie because he's gonna be in the next one?
Yeah, and that's what like I loved there was so much, like I said, so many references. Like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of giddy out when they give me the Akira reference.
Oh, I'll take an Akira slide all day.
Oh, dude, the Akira slide is just amazing.
So many of them. And that's one of the better ones because it's up a building. There's an Akira slide up a building. That's crazy.
Well, and that's like I love too is they also do the speed really well by like showing how fast. Like one of the favorite moments actually is Sonic from Sonic the first movie is when they're showing how fast his reaction time actually is.
Yeah, those moments are cool.
Just to get through, and you're like, damn, like. Nah, there's no way I would have hit every single tree. It reminds me of like the speeder bike section in Star Wars, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys are flying through this right now because you all should be fucking smoked into them, including Luke. Like, and so I love that concept of seeing the sense of speed and like. I'm not gonna lie, I get that giddiness whenever I see the Super Sonic and when he turned into Shadow. Like Super Shadow, and I was just also Keanu Reeves. I was really impressed. I didn't think his voice would actually fit for it.
I was gonna say I agree with that, and completely. I would because I love Keanu Reeves. He's amazing as a person. He's a great person. One of the better people on the planet. He fucking built a wing on his house as a hospital for his dying sister. She had cancer or something. I forget. Goes above and beyond for people. Very wooden as an actor, though. He's not a good actor, but
no.
He fits certain roles.
I was like role.
Him as John Wick, I think, is perfect. That's like,
yep.
And also Neo because he was a blank slate that was like supposed to be dumb and be like, what is all this?
Well, that's what Sonic's with Shadow, I should say, with Shadow's voice. It works, like you said, with this kind of bland voiceness, like. Because I'm so used to like I'm
serious.
I'm used to this overly serious, or like I think there's in Sonic Generations when he's like Sonic's like, oh, I have like I need this Chaos Emerald because I have a date with the monster. He's like, well, it'll be a date to die for, and I'm just fuck, you know what? Whatever. It's corny lines, but I love it.
I mean, my favorite thing is like the Sonic and Shadow and Super Sonic and Super Shadow. Who do they represent?
Oh yeah, Goku and Vegeta.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why we love. I mean, that's why a lot of us love him. I think.
Oh yeah, and
Same dynamic.
Well, I was thinking of like during their fight, right? When like Sonic or like when they're flying through and they're cracking the fucking ground, and like watching how fast like they're going, where like Sonic kicks him and they're like he's already in Egypt and he's like somewhere else. And like they gave that whole thing where they both punch their fists together, and I'm like I've been waiting for this moment. That's a DBZ moment on purpose. They even give the fucking Super Saiyan yell.
Yeah.
Like when Sonic gets it, he gets the fucking yell. That's all designed for Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean, the Super Sonic is 100% ripped off of Super Saiyan.
And I love it. And I you know what? I love every fucking moment of it. And that's why like I'm so excited for this fourth one. I've had actually like some back and forth with people because they're like, well, Amy is Sonic's girlfriend, and I was like, I don't think y'all even realize like who Amy actually is.
I mean, it honestly depends on like what source material you want to go off of. If you even want to call it, like, again, it's like getting passionate about Mario's like backstory is dumb in the same way Sonic's is. It's like there is a backstory there if you really want to like dig into it, but it's like none of them are like canon really. If they're just, that's not the point, man.
No, and I love this fact of like I've heard it's like going to be kind of a between Amy and Sonic is the one that starts falling for Amy, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, I like that. Like Amy looks like she's already super self-efficient, like,
which I'd rather have than like a girl that's just fawning over Sonic the whole time.
And Sonic is, and I was gonna say, and like Sonic is the one who's kind of new to this, like. Okay, like this girl came out, she saved me, she's super cool, like, you know. And I think it's going to be one where we're gonna see Amy. We might see one more character, maybe like Big and Cream, possibly.
I want to see the Chaotix team.
This is my roadmap, right? This is my roadmap. I think we're going to get this movie because they just showed the teaser out for it.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I got me pumped. I was like, God damn it, you did it again. But and then we're gonna get a shadow season. That's going to
lead, like Knuckles. Yeah, okay.
Yep, we're gonna get a shadow season. That's going to be different. It's going to lead into Shadow Rouge and Omega versus Black Doom.
Oh, is that like the creature that gave?
Yeah, the creature that is.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to feature something along Black Doom, or it'll feature something along with those three. The next Knuckles TV show, I'm hoping, has the Chaotix in there.
Have them solve like a mystery, like a murder mystery.
So there's a mystery of like something that goes around, like they get a mysterious call that they're supposed to, hey, I'm looking for an emerald. And they're supposed to like, okay, we're on it. And they're living in this like dump or whatever. And they're like, finally, we have a chance to make it big. And so that's where we get the Chaotix, you know. And it does, like this, you know, this one, I'm kind of a little bummed that they're doing Metal Sonic, but, you know, at the same time, I'm stoked they're doing Metal Sonic.
I would say get rid of Robotnik. Jim Carrey, don't come back. That's fine. I love Jim Carrey, but he's fallen off the deep end recently. He can go retire and stop being crazy. And then let's just have Metal Sonic as the main bad guy because he's sick as fuck.
Yeah, and I want Metal Sonic. As long as I'm getting Metal Sonic and maybe like Neo Metal Sonic. But
that'll probably, I think that's how he'll start as regular Metal Sonic and then be a big monstrosity by the end.
Oh, dude, if I get Metal Overlord, I'm fucking stoked.
For sure.
Like, I would love to see Sonic 4 featuring like a return of at least a couple of characters. You know, Knuckles, obviously. Knuckles, Tails, all of them coming in to try to save it. They can't. They're like, I don't know what we're going to do. Amy comes in. She tries. She can't even beat it. At that point, this movie could be, and I'm just saying, this movie could be one where we see them, you know, take on with it's Sonic Heroes. That's what we're getting is Sonic Heroes.
I would love a Avengers Endgame type movie where Metal Sonic wins.
Ooh, where Metal Sonic, or it could come. What if
then Sonic 5 is like Earth feels like a Sonic level. Where like there's those like robots are everywhere, they're controlling like the whole Earth, and like they have to like take everything back in the fifth one, like Infinity War.
In the fifth one, you could bring in Silver.
And that's how they win.
Yep, they bring in Silver and Blaze. because their world is already messed. So you start the whole movie.
Oh, you could have it. Yes, Metal Sonic beat their world and already dominated.
Yes, it's already dominated their world, and he's actually going back in time to be like, so I don't have to deal with Silver in any of them.
Ooh, so it's almost like a Terminator situation.
Yes.
And then they send back, and then the rebels send back Blaze and Silver.
Yeah. So Amy got sent back first to go see if it's possible, and then Silver and Blaze come in afterwards.
The next one.
Go and deal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost like the Terminator 2 situation where the future changed, so then they had to like resend a new Terminator back. Ooh.
That's saying
that's pretty sick.
Like I mean,
I could see, because I would love the ending of Sonic 4 to be like Metal Sonic gets all of the Chaos Emeralds and becomes super powered and not kills everybody, but wins.
Yeah.
And then the fifth one is when they get the redemption.
I want to see one of them where he like you get the metal, like it's Sonic. You got Super Sonic. He's going against like metal, like even like let's say Neo Metal Sonic, or like and. He's like, oh, I did it. He broke one finally, and you see the true Metal Sonic just sitting in this like throne or whatever.
Like,
what happened? He's like
situation,
and he's just like this big old he's already Metal Overlord.
He's like that was just like a remote control thing.
Yeah, so he'd already be Metal Overlord in the future. He's just replicating himself, and he's like, what? He's like, how is it? He's like, Robotnik was the one for this, and he's like. Well, what happened to him? He's like he became unneeded as well.
He was obsolete.
And just at that point, like they're all starting to freak out. And I love that fact of like I don't know. I love this whole concept of like a future one because if you wanted to end the series, you could end it right then. If you wanted to continue on, you have chaos.
Yeah, you have split timelines you can deal with if you want to.
You have like perfect chaos. You have. I mean, I don't think they're going to go like Solaris or like Dark Gaia, any of those. You're not going to do those time eaters.
But that could be like if Sonic got a glimpse of his future, of like the ending, it could be like chaos.
Could you imagine if this one right, this main Metal Overlord has already been in other timelines, almost like a future Cell type situation where he's already been there. So when Sonic gets a glimpse of it, he sees himself. In Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic the Dark in the Sonic 06, Sonic Colors, he sees the other variations. He's like, and he's like, after this world is done, I'm taking the rest of them.
Ooh.
And
now we're getting into Marvel multiverse of
I'm like at that point, I love it. I don't know why, but that concept just sounds dope as fuck.
Yeah, I mean that's like I am all for like not rushing those types of things. And like obviously they're making money, they're not slowing down. Like,
no,
take your time, bro. You got everything's there. You can use it if you want to. Like, don't rush it. Don't be like
era of video game movies. The Mario and Sonic right now, of course, are going to be the ones to really knock it out and lead it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mario and Sonic at the the box office.
It is crazy that they completely like. I guess there was no old Sonic movie, but there was an old Mario movie that was fucking awful and made. Nintendo swear off making movies for like 30 years. And then they finally were like, all right, let's go. And Sonic was like, yeah, that's two. And then they both fucking knocked it out of the park. It's like, yes.
It's because, I mean, let's be honest, like you keep it a simple story.
Yeah.
You keep it a simple story. You are focused heavily on just or either nostalgia baiting or just reference baiting the fuck out of your audience. Because I
don't know if you know how. Do you know how? I just found out today how Illumination makes their movies. Like their process for making movies is they think of funny scenes. So like if they're making a Minions movie, they think of like funny scenes that the Minions could get into, little like scenarios, and then they figure out how to string them together.
That's smart.
So it's not about like they don't come up with like one grand story and then try to fit in jokes and gags and whatever. It's like no, we start with the action scenes and the little gags, and then we try to stitch them all together somehow.
Which makes sense. It makes sense.
Which is fine. I mean, it works for them, and it's like a formula that's been crushing the Minion movies. So like, that's how the first Mario movie was that way because it's like breakneck speed. Like as soon as it starts going, it doesn't let off the gas because it's it's made for kids that have brain rot. So like they're just like, here's a reference, here's a song, here's a scene. Now we're on to the next one.
He had like a little training montage, and right after that, boom, we go right into it, and
it's time to go.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, that training montage was also hilarious.
Yeah,
Like that
I mean,
was
like,
every one of us as a kid trying to play like Mario, like Super
yeah.
Mario Bros.
And again, it's not like I don't. If you expected Mario to be a 10 out of 10 movie, or you wanted it to be a 10 out of 10 movie, I don't know of a product that it could please you. There's no way we're getting a
No.
10 out of 10 Mario
Well,
or Sonic movie. It's
and
never
now
going to
in
happen.
this second one, like this Galaxy one with like Rosalina, which I didn't think they were gonna go space already, but
Me
like
either.
when they're going like Rosalina and stuff, and Brie Larson playing Rosalina, like I love her voice as it. I
Plus,
love
she's
the
a
little
Nintendo super fan, so
yes, and then on top of that, I don't know who the guy is who voices Bowser Jr., which I was cool.
Benny Safdie.
Yeah, I'm glad that I like his voice as Bowser Jr. I didn't want like some people. I know a lot of people are like, but he's supposed to be a baby. We just know he's Bowser Jr. We don't actually know how old he is.
Yeah, he might be a clone.
Yeah, and for all I care about is that his voice actually sounds a bit older, where it sounds like. And I'm not gonna lie, he looks like he's coming in. He's meaning business.
Well, no, I already heard that he is actually a formidable villain in this movie.
Okay,
That,
cool.
like a spoiler-free review of Bowser Jr. But yeah, he's like, I mean, imagine you were adapting the origin of Bowser Jr. for the big screen for children. Like, he has no mom. You're not going to explain Bowser fucking another dinosaur turtle. So like, I think the easiest thing is to like do the like evil genius clone myself. Like if you reference Futurama, like Professor Farnsworth cloned himself, and the kid turned out to be a little shitbag.
Yeah,
And, like nothing like him. Well, kind of like him, but like. So like you can do a clone that's not like Bowser, but is a little spitting
most
image.
kids aren't even gonna ask about it anyways.
Right. So like, who cares about putting that much thought into it? So just like, yeah,
No, because Nintendo fucking didn't.
he got
Like,
a magic
maybe-
star and wished for a clone. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
That works.
I mean, well, and think about it this way too is like what makes me laugh about it. Actually, that would probably work. The wishing star. Bowser wanted a successor.
And we also forget that if you played Yoshi's Island, Mario is delivered by a stork. So storks are canonically how babies are born in the Mushroom Kingdom. So
it doesn't. I mean, if you remember Super Mario Sunshine, they even say Bowser. He's like, so Princess Peach is not my mom.
Yeah, no,
it's not.
Maybe Bowser just wished really hard for a kid and he just got one.
I know. I'm totally fine with that. Like I don't care about his story.
No,
although I do.
No, you should have shown full penetration of him fucking a girl dinosaur.
Like, I do really hope that we do get to see the Cooper, like some of the Cooper kids.
That would have been my like. I think that, to me, this is a Justice League situation where they're trying to rush and do a Super Smash Brothers movie or some shit, where they're trying to go too fast. Like, slow down. You should have done a Super Mario World or a Super Mario Sunshine, like a smaller story that took place like the first movie is hey, we just discovered the Mushroom Kingdom. What is this weird new place? The second movie should have been, this is our home now. Let's like defend it and like this is our shit. And then the third movie is like, what? There's space?
No, exactly. And that, we saw Bowser Jr. I was actually really bummed because like the only reason why is because I had this whole like headcanon thing of how I would have done the space one, and it would have featured Waluigi and Wario. Yeah. So like it would have also featured Rosalina. I would have featured Rosalina, Luma. I would have featured like them going through space like normal, but they end up on a backwards world that hates Mario and Luigi because they think of them as Wario and Waluigi. Meanwhile, those guys are gone. Like just
that would be hilarious that Wario and Waluigi came from a mirror dimension where Bowser's the hero and Waluigi and Luigi are the
and the only one that's trying to stop all of it is Daisy.
Oh, so Daisy's like the Mario maybe of their universe.
Daisy is the Mario of it because
she
Bowser
comes to our universe and goes, I gotta tell you about Waluigi and shit.
And they're like, I don't know if I can trust you guys, but because you look like the other ones that we have to deal with. And that would be this Wario and Waluigi versus, and like.
See, I thought in my brain, my headcanon was like the second one would have been smaller than this one. It would have been, the bad guys would have been the Koopalings. And then I would have had Waluigi and Wario as like cutaway gags, like a B plot. Like they're trying to subvert what's going on between whatever the main storyline is. So you just like cut to them doing like shenanigans that are constantly failing, like a Looney Tunes situation.
Fucking Team Rocket ass shit.
Yeah, exactly. Where they're like trying to screw over Mario and the bad guys, but then are like just screwing it up constantly in the background.
That'd be funny.
So they're like a threat, but not really. because that's what they
I
are.
can,
They're kind of like they're goofballs. They're not like a real threat.
I can see it. Like
Yeah.
I want to so bad. Like I would
Because
love
what team do they play on?
their own. Yeah, they play on their own.
Yeah, they're
They
not
only
really
play
like
their own.
I don't know if I would categorize them as villains or antagonists.
Unless,
Just chaos demons.
they come in during the third one when Mario and like all of them are away.
Oh, so when they come back from space, it's like
They're like,
Mario
why
is
has everything changed?
It's like, oh, you guys were gone. We just took over the Mushroom
Yeah,
Kingdom.
and they're like Mario, and it's like and all the toads are like, we don't like Mario, and it's just like, why? And he looks and he just sees this like big fat motherfucker on like just you just hear all you hear is the laugh of Wario in the castle, and then that's how the movie ends.
Little silhouette of him on a weird ass throne.
Yup.
It could be funny if you really wanted to go like super hard with like the lore. You could be like, while they were in space, they had to deal with time dilation. So like 30 years passed by they were gone, even though it was only like a day or two for them. And, like, so Waluigi was able to like turn the whole Mushroom Kingdom into his own.
And while they're doing that, you have Donkey Kong doing his own.
He's supposed to get a solo movie, apparently.
Yes, he's supposed to get a solo one, which I'm like, bro, if you guys do not put in the DK rap, I swear to God, I will.
That has to be a gag at least.
Not do it.
At least a background gag, like it's playing somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Exactly. Like, it's got to be playing somewhere where like Cranky's listening to it, and then like Donkey Kong comes in and just takes the
smashes it. It's like, shut this up. Yeah.
He's like,
this is from my rap days when I tried to do a rap album. Stop.
Yeah, like fucking Seth Rogen's voice too. Like, were you listening? And just breaks it. Like, no. Someone mentioned that, like, I saw like, Seth Rogen laughs in reverse.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
I was like, shit. Yeah, you're right. But I think it'd be great because all of a sudden we get K. Rool, we get
that would be dude, a Donkey Kong solo movie could go fucking hard.
If
they leaned into like the weirdness of King K. Rool and all of his stuff.
Yes, but
he's got the one bug eye. He's a bonkers character.
I want them to do. And it's gonna sound so great. You need to bring back some of, at least for cameos, some of the original Donkey Kong Country voice actors.
Yo, for sure. They could do the same exact thing they did with Mario. Just like give them send it up, man. Give me all the references. Give me all the music.
I need to hear that banana slammer. Like,
I need to hear the underwater music that fucking goes so hard.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. Like, I need to hear all of that, and it's just, oh my gosh. Like, I think a Donkey Kong movie could be done really, really, really well. I have full confidence in Nintendo with their IPs. They know exactly. It seems like they know pretty much. We know what we're going to do. And even during that one too, you could bring in other characters. If you really want to do your Super Smash Bros. Movie, like one of the planet, like imagine one of the planets that they end on, or like Fox, they show Fox end up in, is the planet F-Zero.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so at the end of it, Fox gets into this like ship or whatever. And he's like he's going to race. And when he's going to race, you see Captain Falcon looking next to him, and they're like, he's like, show me your moves. And you see the big blue just shut, and then that's
I need that like the back turn your head thumbs up thing. Show me your moves.
Oh yeah, that's show me your moves.
I need him to do that. That's all I'm asking for.
And I could
a Falcon punch. That's it.
Oh yeah, like I would see, or like it'd be one of those where like let's say he's going to get ready, Foxes, so he's like walking through this hallway thing, and you see the pictures of like different characters, and one of them's obviously Falcon, and he just has the helmet to the side, and he just puts the helmet back on, and it's like he's like I know, he's like there ain't no one faster than me, and and Fox is like I know someone, and he turns around, he's like, show me his moves. And that's the end of that, and then it leads into a Star Fox movie. Which,
I mean, there is so the three things I heard that are not technically spoilers is one is Star Fox is not the only cameo, even though he's not a cameo. Technically, he has more screen time.
Really?
Yeah. So I think there's somebody else, which you could speculate on that. And then there's 2 post-credit scenes that are apparently
wow.
So like, they're definitely setting up the sequel and maybe more.
I mean, you might as well at this point.
Also, sorry to interrupt again, but like there was the original Mario movie. We had Donkey Kong premiere in that, and then we got Donkey Kong Bonanza. So people are saying
Fox
new Star Fox game is coming out at the end of the
it
year.
would be about time. Because I mean, the only time Star Fox got a last one was they were attached to the game Starlink Battle for Atlas. Great game.
Oh yeah, technically that was the last one. Yeah. So the last standalone one was like Star Fox Zero, which is terrible.
And I think that's where, like, when I look at where Star Fox, if he's not the only cameo, that's why I'm thinking that about Warrior.
Yeah,
he's going to be the cameo.
So I don't really think they're building up to a definite Super Smash Brothers movie, just because that seems like a licensing nightmare. Because like, who can you use? Because you can't use you're using the original Smash list.
Yes, you're only using the original Smash characters.
Like, we're not getting Bayonetta. That's not happening. Like, none of that shit's happening. So like, you have the original cast. So like, you don't have to use Jigglypuff because that's in Mewtwo. You have Luigi. You could use the Snow Brothers. You could use Icarus. But there are characters that can come over that aren't a licensing issue, I guess.
Yeah, so I would say it's going to be Donkey Kong, Mario, Luigi, Captain Falcon, Star Fox, Samus.
She could come in. She could be the cameo.
Samus.
That's space. She has a ship.
Yep.
Didn't think of that one.
Samus, Pikachu.
I think Pokemon's out.
You think Pokemon's out?
If you're doing a Smash movie, I think there's a lot of characters that are off the table. I think that's going to be hard. So you have to stick to up the easy things that are already in Nintendo's wheelhouse. They don't have to draw up contracts for.
Could you?
So Fire Emblem's on the table because that's
Fire Emblem. I don't see it being though, unless they replace Pokemon with it.
Yeah, but if you can't use Pikachu, you could use Marsh, and like I think people would be okay and Ike or one of them.
Star Fox. I could think Star Fox, Samus, and Captain Falcon could all be in the same cameo.
I think Snow Brothers could easily, or Ice Climbers, yeah, Snow Brothers. Ice Climbers could easily make a cameo because they're owned by Nintendo. No, they're easy. It's just right there. Who cares? I know Rob is already in the movie.
Yeah. Yep. I want to see Mario get more hats. Like, I want him to put on the metal one.
More power ups to be tight.
He already gets the fire, and we saw like they can use the fire in the ice. But yeah, I want to see him. She shoots him with fire, and he just puts the ice cap or the metal cap on, and he's just like, "Oh, this is awesome." And then Mario's
that would be good for the
water.
That would be good for the final battle because he's fighting Bowser Jr. with the paintbrush. So that'd be a good. Because I'm trying to think of like the final battles. It's got to be a huge space battle.
Yep.
There's no way it's on land.
It's going to be with Bowser's like big massive this massive ship thing, and that's why we're going to get the Star Fox flying.
Right.
We're going to get, and I think
because you can get so many cameos at the end of that.
You can get Star Fox, you can get Samus,
coming
in there, and Star Fox is like, I brought help,
right?
And at that
here's
point,
every space character we have in our fucking roster,
right? And
here's Kirby.
We could still get where I do think, because Star Fox is one of those characters that has potential to get his own show. Hey, Paul.
The thing I want to bring up right now is I think it was a fan made thing. I don't think it was official Nintendo, but it was like a little fan made short of Star Fox done in like the Fantastic Mr. Fox style.
Ooh.
So it was like stop motion. You can see like the fur kind of moving. It looked. I don't know if you've ever saw the original manual for Star Fox, but the characters kind of looked like real animals. They didn't look too cute.
Yeah, no, I've seen the Fantastic.
Yeah, they weren't like very cute. So like it had that style of it looking kind of not scary, but like more realistic, like Fantastic Mr. Fox. But it still had a cuteness to it because you could see the fur on them. Mm-hmm. If they did a whole fucking show or movie like that, I would fucking eat that up so hard. It looked so good.
I think I'm excited for is the fact, one, just of Star Fox coming in there, but two, also just the fact that like he has a lot of history in himself.
Sure.
Like, and I'm like, man, this guy could get one. Obviously, I need to hear. Jeffrey Dean Morgan needs to play Star Wolf.
Or Andros.
Or Andrew.
It's the evil monkey.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to imagine his voice as Andros would work too.
Yeah, Xandros is like a deep voice.
Yeah, he does. But like he's got that evil old man type like voice.
Could also be like a Paul Giamatti. Could also do like an Andros.
Ugh, I don't know if I want to see a Paul Giamatti. Like
just someone like
Bryan Cranston.
Oh, he could do a good job, yeah.
As Andros, and that's when I get my Jeffrey D. Morgan is.
Yeah.
Or you just get J.K. Simmons to play Andros.
Yeah, he gets around, man.
Just like it's like they're like Andros / Omni Man. Like
just give it to anybody that's gonna ham it up. I don't care.
Dude, I fucking I can't wait. Like I'm so excited. It's been a while since I've been like excited for a movie to drop. Like and like I love going to horror movies. They're fun. I think they're unique. Especially there's a guy on YouTube that really does it in a really interesting way of taking horror movies and using it from like perspectives of like different kind of races. Different kind of races equal different kind of horror. You know?
Oh sure.
Like what might be for people who are white is different from people who are black, and like the experiences are different. He also does really fun where he takes like romance movies and is like, this is actually a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, a lot of romance movies are horror movies. Like I'm not gonna like I've said The Notebook is one of the most toxic movies.
Yeah, most rom-coms you watch, the guy's just like stalking a girl, and she's like, "Fine, I'll go out with you."
Yeah, it's just like
it's like okay,
like you
sure you don't want to try a restraining order first? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just something about him, and I'm like, is it the way he stares at you?
Yeah, the way he begs you.
Like, and it's like it's always like the weirdest ways of like how they talk to sometimes, and like they're like, "Hey, I saw that you had a frappuccino the other day." She's like, "Yeah," and like,
"Oh my god, you noticed?"
Yeah, like, can I get you a frappuccino or something like that? Do you not want to know what my name is first? Nah, we'll figure that out later. She's like, okay.
It's so smooth. It's like, no,
that's like, after she's leaving, he's like, hey, I'm Chase.
It's like you could tell this is written by a man.
Right.
It's a weird male fantasy playing out right now.
Exactly. It's just oh my god. It's like the fucking Hallmark movies.
I was thinking about how I would do either a Star Fox show or a movie today, and I thought it would be cool to do like a Jedi Academy Order 66 type deal.
Ooh.
Where like the show is about the Star Fox team training a new team to like little not little kids but like really young cadets how to be the new Star Fox team, and then Andros attacks like the whole academy, and then it turns into like now the kids like are forced into having to actually be Star Foxes sooner than they should be, and they have to fight. And you can get into the whole backstory about cutting off their legs if you really want to get into that, which I would definitely put that in there.
I think it'd be really interesting, especially with the fact of like Star Fox and like as he's doing, like he sees in one of the cadets basically himself as a kid, and like there's a moment in there where like because I think his father was one too. His father was Star Fox, I believe.
Yeah.
Didn't he get betrayed though?
Yeah, I think he was like basically on a
betrayed by Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think and so like he sees a moment in there where like he has the chance to, let's say he had a chance to leave and like leave the cadet by himself, and he chooses not to, right?
Yeah, you can make that cadet a wolf if you want to draw like a comparison to the other guy, or you can make him like a badger, like another.
I think him being a wolf would be very interesting because it would just where Star Fox is like, I'm not training him,
right?
I can't do it, and
or he's accidentally mean to him, even though he doesn't mean to be, because it's
he's just like, and so like the kid, and he realizes that like he's going to become another Star Wolf if I don't stop.
Right. If I don't teach him how to be,
this kid meets Star Wolf, and starts to be like, that guy, he's so much nicer than the other. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, then he realizes how bad of a person Star Wolf is. But like, yeah, I think so. I think an interesting one, and we'll wrap this one up here. I mean, it was almost
sure.
Earthbound, and I was like, dude, Earthbound is Nintendo's Don to Don, and like I want to.
What an interesting comparison. That's kind of true, huh?
Like you could make it so over the top.
Weird. No, that would be a cool because obviously they have the power to do this. Nintendo's got a lot of money, especially saved up. They got a fucking huge bank in the vault. They could, and they're from Japan. They could easily partner with a Japanese anime studio and be like, "Here's Earthbound, make a cartoon."
Yep, I think because we don't need to worry about because Kirby already got one.
Sure, sure.
We got back in the 2000s, which fun show to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Like, fucking, I love the opening, but like Saturday morning cartoons had the best fucking openings.
Yeah.
But like, I think this over the top kind of there's a sense of ridiculousness that goes on with it, especially when you do one, and it's gonna be kind of weird here, but like, hear me out. Similar to how JoJo's does part 4, where the most interesting character in JoJo's Diamond is Unbreakable is the town itself.
Right.
There's so much liveliness in this town.
It's like the mundane characters stand out more.
Yes, and that's where you need it to be. You need the town to feel like a lot. Like there's just stuff that happens, and every corner is just something different. And
well, I think that's how you capture the Earthbound vibe the best. Is like make me feel like I'm in a weird place. Like this is Earth, but it ain't Earth, baby.
And that's why that's how I would go with it. Like that's just me. I think it'd be crazy, but like I think it'd be fun. And then you can end it with like Gygus. But I don't think anybody wants that.
Yeah, and then season 2 is just Earthbound, or I guess Mother 4.
Yeah, Mother 3, I think it is. Yeah, it'd be crazy. I know, it's fucking nuts. But
Nintendo won't do it.
I got 2 more questions for you, real quick here before.
Sure.
First one is always, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. On Instagram, I'm just Chris_Geo, but everywhere else, I'm Chris Geo Games.
Chris Geo Games. I'll just put on social media. I always try to put it up for people so they can see.
Yeah, I was thinking about changing my Instagram to Chris Geo Games so it's all cohesive, but like, I don't know.
That's what I eventually did with just Afro OG.
Yeah, you'll find if you just Google Chris Geo Games, I'll come up. It's fine. You'll find it. You're all smart. You're all social media savvy. Come on.
And my last question is, it wraps up with nerd culture and everything else, because I used to just do gaming mods, but I do this with nerd culture. What does nerd culture mean to you?
Well, again, I said before, like it's definitely more mainstream now, and that's the thing that like makes me feel the greatest about it, because nerd culture is uniquely a community more than some other things can be, which is why I badger home the fucking like inclusive rather than exclusive, because like that's when like video games you play with other people. Like yeah, there's single player games, but like multiplayer games are like a big part of gaming. And like, so to be exclusive is to like cut yourself off from playing games with other people, which is stupid. It's kind of like the whole point of it. And I would argue that's when I am at my most happy, is when I'm playing games with other people.
That's fair.
Like playing alone, I definitely get joy out of playing video games alone. Like I love single player games, don't get me wrong. Like that's like my bread and butter, but like you can only have, it's like when I watch a funny movie alone, like I don't laugh out loud that much. I mean, I laugh inside.
Yeah.
or like some air might come out of my nose really fast, but like I don't really laugh out loud that much, even if it would normally elicit laughter from me. But when you watch a funny movie with like your group of friends, you just die. Like when the last time I watched a comedy in the theaters, I remember like laughing with everybody, and I'm like, I wouldn't be laughing this much if I wasn't here with all these people.
That's fair.
Like, there's something to be said about that.
There's a sense of enjoyment, especially when you're around others. I think of
and you're sharing something.
Yeah, I watched the Wicked, the second Wicked one.
Sure.
And I was laughing, especially during the little fight scene between Glinda. Ariana Grande killed that fucking role, but like just the over the top goofiness of it, with Alphabet, and it cracked me up so much more, and probably with the other people around it, I think everyone in the whole theater were just cracking up. But yeah,
and sometimes your joy can make somebody else's joy enhanced. Because like might have laughed internally a little bit, but because they heard you and your friends laughing louder, like that brought it out of them.
Like y'all don't know excitement until you have gone to either the Marvel when Endgame came around, or if you go to any fucking Dragon Ball movie in theater.
Like especially in like Brazil or Mexico, like they go
have full stadiums fucking of people. Like it's
when Dragon Ball Broly came out in like I think it was Brazil. They fucking chanted for that shit. They went so hard.
They were having it, like I saw when they did the final fight with Jiren versus Goku and Frieza, and they had the whole fucking this like big screen thing up. It looked like almost in like a soccer stadium.
Yeah,
people were just so excited watching this, and I'm like, dude, no other, like, it's crazy. Like, to me, one dude created basically a cultural phenomenon to the point where crime stopped when he died. I don't. There's a sense of reality power scaling.
Sure.
Toriyama had it.
Yeah, he had a gravity to him for sure.
Like that is good. Like, the cartel was like, no, we can't.
Not today,
Like,
bro.
we're all sitting there watching Dragon Ball straight through.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like that, I think that shit's wild, bro. But I appreciate you being here, man.
And thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And for everybody else who's also watching, you guys can catch me on Twitch, YouTube, because that's how you're watching it over here, along with TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Facebook. I started up a Facebook one, so Marky Zucky can follow me, and he can as well.
A part of the metaverse, baby.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know. The guy has like a stare that makes you feel like virtually uncomfortable. But like, I don't know how he's married.
That's the uncanny valley in real life.
Yeah, right. You're just like, are you okay? I'm great.
I feel optimal.
Dude, I heard someone say I feel optimal. I'm sprinting out of that store.
I don't think you value human life. I gotta get out of here.
Like, are you okay? Like, my face is.
Hold on.
But as always, everyone, I'm Taylor from Afro Fish OG. Have a fantastic rest of the night, and I'll catch you all in the next one.